Lakers Nation, what is going on, guys? So, welcome back to the channel with a new video today, this afternoon. Hope you guys are having a great day to start off. But, man, oh man, we have tons of news. Lots of rumors going on in the NBA world, particularly my Los Angeles Lakers. And we're going to be breaking down in today's video, so don't worry about it. Got you guys covered. But today, especially, I do want to talk about Nikola Vucevic, the starter level center from the Chicago Bulls, because we just got a recent update. And make sure you guys stick around for more Lakers content so you guys are not going to want to miss out on future uploads. But I'd really appreciate if you guys could do me a big fat favor. Is to like each of my videos to get it to more people really helps the channel grow a lot, the algorithm, the audience, to get it to a bigger community. Make sure you guys share with your loved ones, your friends, your family. But also make sure you guys keep respectful in the comment section. If you guys are a first time viewer, checking out my page for the first time. But also, if you guys are a long time subscriber of mine and rock on my content, you guys are OGs. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. The support, like the grind just never stops. But also make sure you guys smash subscribe button. Like it's free. I don't know what you guys are waiting for and doing, but it doesn't cost anything. It's completely free, like I said, and I don't charge. And also make sure you guys turn on the notification bell as well if you guys want to stick around for more Lakers content. Like it's super important. And also follow my socials if you guys want to just stay connected with me and just hit me up and talk Lakers basketball or hoops. But if you guys don't know who I am, my real name is Sharfield. It's Mr. 81. I'm glad to have you guys. And you guys are, definitely welcome with, just open arms, right? But let's get back to today's video. Just want to hop on here and talk about Nikola Vucevic. So pretty much like a few hours ago, we definitely got like a recent update coming from NBA Central at the Dunk Central. And I always, reacted to their, reports and stuff like that, especially when it does come to the Los Angeles Lakers, particularly my team. But it says that the Lakers are monitoring Nikola Vucevic, whole situation with the Chicago Bulls per Anthony Owen of LA. Now, to be honest, guys, I really don't believe anything Anthony Owen of LA does say. Like, he's not really a source. He does have a Lakers, channel. It's called the Lakers Lounge. I'm pretty sure you guys heard me, bring it up so many times in my, past videos. I did make a video involving Nikola Vucevic, potentially being bought out from the Chicago Bulls if they can't just finalize a deal or trade him, but they might not have a choice. And this is the problem with the Chicago Bulls. They always do this a lot with their players. They did with, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and recently, Lonzo Ball this offseason. They hold on to their players way too long. Like, that's poor management from their, front office. But it seems like they've been trying to trade Nikola Vucevic for, like, what, the past 3 or 4 seasons. He's been linked to the Lakers. I know this past trade deadline, they're looking for at least, 2 second-round picks, and then they asked a higher price for at least 1 first-round pick. So the price went up. But he also quoted this, right? Anthony went of LA. So he says this does leave a few interesting free agents still, not even including eventual buyout candidates like Chicago's, starting center Nikola Vucevic as a name they did with Smart. The Lakers are really looking closely monitoring that situation, right? Now, Nikola Vucevic, he's not young anymore. He's older. He's aging. I believe he's like 34 years of age, so he's going to be soon to turn 35 in a couple months. Today is the first day of, August, so it is a new month. And also, he does turn 35 October 24th. So he's born 1990, and there's a real possibility and a shot of him declining. We still gave you around 18.5 points this season, 2024-25 year, as a starting, center, and gave you around 10.5, rebounds, shot 53% from the three-point line. I'm pretty sure he shot around like 39% from the three-point line this season, while the previous year, he did shoot around 29.4% from, the three-point line, so he had like a down, year from the line, but he upped it, and the Chicago Bulls, it's not really necessary for them to, trade him, or they really don't necessarily have to trade him, if you go and trying to say, because they could hold on to him and just move him around the trade line, because there's going to be a team that thinks they're good, that don't want to be good, but there's a team that is a good, that wants to be good, and there may be, desperate, right? Now, I know the Indiana Pacers did lose, Miles Turner in free agency, and they were trying to lowball him and stuff like that. They didn't really want to, pay the luxury tax and stuff like that, right? And, they lost, Tyrese Halliburton. He got injured in the NBA Finals against, the the OKC Thunder, the NBA champion. So they got worse. Maybe they do use a player like Nikola Vucevic. I'm pretty sure Thomas Bryant is leaving the NBA to go overseas. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they have Tony Bradley, but I don't even think he's still on their team. So their backup center, rotation or starting center is not even all that great. I'm pretty sure they still have, Isaiah Jackson, stuff like that. But I really don't see him, starting for a contender. Like, you got the Golden State Warriors, sure, but are they really a contender? Like, do they really move the needle? And is he really going to make a difference for them? Probably not. Like, they're the only team that hasn't made a single move this offseason. And there's a reason why they're holding on, to Jonathan Kuminga about the whole situation. You even got the Miami Heat, but they just acquired Norman Powell. So I think it's very interesting. Even with the Norman Powell addition, I still don't think they're contenders. Maybe they do get better because, the East is wide open with Tyrese Halliburton. Dame Lillard just signed with, the Portland Trailblazers. He's on the West now, but he's not going to play this season because of torn Achilles. There's a possibility of Jason Tatum coming back towards the end of the season, but maybe not. He does come back, the year after that. So the East is definitely wide open. But I don't see too many contenders where he's going to be starting. Maybe he does come back. I mean, he does play a backup role. And he does make perfect sense for the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, I talked about it so many times in my past videos. But he's a pick and pop big. Like, you got Luka. You got LeBron James, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. So the great playmakers, like, they have the basketball IQ. And he's going to get, bunch of, open shots. Now, if you do get, let's say, Nikola Vucevic off the buyout, let's just be honest, he's more of like a LeBron James type of center because he likes to, get downhill and have it cleared and find, shooters where you got Luka Doncic. He kind of likes, the defense to collapse. He doesn't mind the traffic where he just throws the alley-oop dunk. He doesn't mind, dribble drive, penetration. You get what I'm trying to say. But Nikola Vucevic, he is perceived like this not great defender. He's not a terrible, but he's not a horrible defender, if you go and trying to say. Like, I have seen him give effort, but he's listed at 6'10", if not 6'11". And the Lakers, they could definitely use a backup center to DeAndre Ayton. The Lakers just got him out the buyout this offseason from the Portland Trailblazers. You know what's kind of, funny? I find, hilarious. I did see that, Nikola Vucevic, Luka Doncic, and DeAndre Ayton, I'm pretty sure they have, like, the same agent, Bill Duffy. But let's say we do get Nikola Vucevic, like, what is he willing to sign for? Is it going to be the vet minimum? Because the Lakers have 14 players on guaranteed contracts. Like, they have to clear up some cap space. They're going to have to make a trade because the Lakers are already at the first apron. I'm pretty sure they're below, but they can't get over it because there's going to be restrictions and, penalties. And you don't want to go over it. But let's say the Lakers do make a trade, whatever the case may be, they're going to have, open roster spots. And they also signed Marcus Smart off the buyout from the Washington Wizards. So he's going to bring that defensive pressure and guard the best player, opposing teams' ball handlers. Like, he's best at guarding guards, shooting guards. Yes, he could play the three, but he's not really known as, guarding the three. Like, you don't want him guarding at Jaden McDaniels. You got Jake Relavia, who just signed on a 2-year deal, roughly around $12 million. He's making $6 million. But I could potentially see him coming off the bench playing with the second unit, especially if the Lakers team stays as if close to training camp, if not preseason, and the start of the 2025-26 season. So, like, let's say if the team doesn't make any more additions or moves, then I could definitely see him coming off the bench playing alongside, Gabe Vincent. You still got, Jared Vanderbilt. You got Max Kleber. I mean, more likely than not, he'll probably be in the reserves with, Bronny James, Dalton Connect. But you still got, Jackson Hayes, right? I could potentially see Jake Relavia playing at the 3 position as your starter, depending who wins that battle. And, training camp stuff like that. You got Rui Hachimura. But that's all I really got for today's video. You Lakers fans, NBA fans in general, you guys let me know in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this whole, current situation going on with Nikola Vucevic? But the Bulls, they really got plenty of, young players. You got Zach Collins. You got players like Patrick Williams. You got Kobe White, Talon Horton-Tucker, former Laker. You got Jameer Young. You got players like Josh Giddey. So they got a bunch of, young players. Maybe he does want to go to a contender because let's just be honest, Nikola Vucevic, like, he's a very good basketball player, there's a potential of him, declining, but we're not really sure when that's going to be. It's not like he's really relying on athleticism, but like I said, he's been a multiple time All-Star. He's never played for a contending team. He's always played for, losing teams. Even when he was on the Orlando Magic back in the day, they weren't even good. And when he left and he got traded to the Chicago Bulls, they became a very good, team, like a playoff team. Now that he's on the Chicago Bulls, like they really haven't done much other than that, first, postseason run when they had Lonzo Ball and he got injured and stuff like that, like he had surgery. But, they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round in 2021. And since then, they haven't done anything. Like the front office is just not very good. Like they're not very good at managing their assets and stuff like that, holding on to players. But I'll definitely keep you, updated and let you guys know, especially if we get more news involving Nikola Vucevic. But I do want to show you this report that we did get from, Full Court Pass per at KCJ Hoops. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of him. If not heard of him. But it says that the Chicago Bulls will not be buying out Nikola Vucevic this offseason. So we got that like a few days ago. And they still hope to get assets for him before the trade deadline. Like, I don't see a team giving up a first-round pick for a guy who's going to be turning 35. And his trade value is very low, but I definitely could see some suitors, trying to go after him if he does get bought out, like the Los Angeles Lakers, maybe the Indiana Pacers. But like I said, are they really going to be good? And even if they are, maybe they do get desperate and they're like, you know what, we're going to go trade for Nikola Vucevic around the trade deadline. But maybe the Golden State Warriors wait out and Jonathan Kuminga, or do they sign a player like Al Horford? But we'll see. Let me know in the comment section if there's any other rumors, free agency signings, or about candidates or trades you guys want to see me talk about. Like, it is a people's channel, so whatever you guys want, I definitely make it for you guys because I'm a diehard Lakers fan. Like, I really appreciate the support. The grind just never stops. But I just want to show you guys Nikola Vucevic, current, contract for the Chicago Bulls, right? So it's going to be on Spot Track. So he's making around $60 million, 3 years. He was supposed to become like a free agent in 2026 roughly. And his average salary is around $20 million. But yeah, man, I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.